Hi, I'm Gayle Rinkoff. I'm a fashion and celebrity stylist, and I'm going to show you around my wardrobe. So I always say in terms of my style that I've got two styles. I kind of flit from sort of bohemian and girly, and then there's kind of slightly more rock and roll, rock chick look, which is sort of what I'm wearing today. And I love supporting independent brands. There's a great cashmere brand called Wise, which I love, and Rixo, massive fan of Rixo, wear lots of their dresses. This is from there. Tabitha Webb is another one who does amazing silk shirts. And then I like sort of independent shops. There's a gorgeous place called Iris. There's all the brands that I love in there. There's Ulla Johnson, Ganni, Isabel Marant. And I know I can go in there and I literally, it's heaven for me. So the top layer is trousers, skirts and jackets, blazers. And then on the bottom is all tops. So from sweaters, t-shirts, or short sleeve tops, and then more summery blouses, and then silk shirts printed. And then on this side, so mainly shoes over here, trainers, boots, sort of embellished leopard print, and then more evening shoes, and I've got some bags. Do I have a style uniform? Some people will say yes. I mean, dungarees tend to be, when I'm going on a shoot and I just want to be comfy, I'll put on a silk shirt, pair of dungarees and trainers, and I'm done. And then I'll take a chunky sweater if I know it's going to be a bit cold. I'm quite ruthless, but I do buy better now. So I think years ago I used to buy a lot more high street, but now I tend to invest in my wardrobe a bit more, so I've got better pieces that I don't really part with very often. So I found myself drawn to green this winter, and I bought this amazing skirt. This is from Reiss. It just falls really beautifully. I've worn it with a grey sweatshirt and some trainers. I've worn it with, so I've got, love this top. So this is from Arquette. And so I wear that quite a lot together, and then I sort of mix it up with a leopard print boot. I do love a print clash, so stripes and leopard, massive fan. I mean, I think it's all about tones as well, so you can mix prints and you can clash prints, but there needs to be a tone running through the whole thing. I love a daytime sequin, so I bought this from Zara. And I love the way it moves, I love the way it shimmers and sparkles. And again, I put that on with a grey sweatshirt, pair of trainers. So yeah, so I wear that a lot. So this has been great, something I bought in the summer from Zadig and Voltaire. So I've worn it with like a military shirt, which I've had this shirt for about 15 years. So I do hang on to my things. And this is from And Other Stories. It's been really, really useful. Again, trainers in the day. There are sort of go-to outfits. So I've got, in the morning I've got to get my kids up ready for school. So there are, in my head, I'm like, oh, I can put that together. I know it's going to work. So this is my trouser section. It's not that huge. I don't wear that many trousers, but I have a couple of pairs that I do wear and wear. So I've got an amazing pair, actually Zara, from a couple of years ago, winter. They've just been amazing. And actually, I wear them with this a lot. What I do with a lot of things, it doesn't matter whether they're high street or designer, I do get things altered because a lot of trousers I tend to wear with trainers and not heels, so I always have a little bit chopped off the bottom. And then in the similar vein, I've got a black pair which are like a really smart sort of slouchy, these are from Zadig and Voltaire. They're slightly thinner than those, and I've wore those a lot sort of in the summer just with a really simple shirt. It's really easy, really comfy. I'm a massive fan of the athleisure trend, sort of sports luxe, let's call it. So I think if you don't want to look like you're going for a run around the park or to the gym, it's all about what you put. So you can do a sort of sporty vibe on the bottom and something smarter on the top. So like the black and white, I put it with a gorgeous silk shirt. It just gives it a bit of a smarter look. And then I've got one other with stripe, which is a black and green, so this I would wear with, this is a really sporty look, totally off-duty, super cash, but I still like to look stylish when I'm casual. I love a biker jacket, throw it over a dress. So I've got a cute little one from Claudie Pierlot. I just really like the ruffle, kind of gives it a little bit more of a feminine edge to it. And then I've got this from Zara, actually, which I bought a long time ago, but I've not ever really parted with it, just because I think I really love the colour, it's leather. So the other thing I wear a lot is a blazer. So recent purchase, which I've worn and worn and worn, is this Isabel Marant blazer. And I've just thrown it over everything, and I've belted it as well, just to give it a bit more shape. It's quite sort of a masculine, boxy shape, masculine tailored shape, which really works. So that's been a really good purchase. But then all the other blazers, so I've got a really lovely navy velvet, I've got pale pink, which is very similar colour to the biker jacket, that's Marge. And then I do love a white blazer, so I've got a couple, so this has been amazing. So sometimes I wear like a leather legging and just a little top, and then I throw that over it sort of for a night out. Or I've got this one as well, which has also been, this is a Malena burger. So yeah, I don't tend to wear t-shirts much, but what I do wear is a silk blouse. And so there's a couple, so this is Tabitha Webb, who I mentioned earlier, and I'd wear that under a sort of blue denim dungaree. I absolutely love that one. This was a really gorgeous shirt I bought in the summer. And then a slightly more wintry version, which I'm wearing. So Lillian Lionel is another brand that I love, and I've had a lot of use out of this shirt. This is an equipment, this is quite an old shirt that Kate Moss, they did a collaboration, equipment and Kate Moss, so that's been a really, love that. And then another sort of more, I go dressy even. So that's about as black as it will get, so it's not plain. Black, gold and navy. So next I have a little section of summery tops. So there's a few shirts in there. Sort of, I do love a sort of embroidered and a broderie anglais. That's Zara, and that's a Vilchenko. And then a sort of big fan of the embroidered sleeve. That's a top that Next did, which kind of sold out and people went crazy for. And then a slightly different version, which sort of taps into my kind of bohemian style, is this really cool top by Wander and Weaver. I just love the combination, the sort of mushroomy colour with pink, and the embroidery is really beautiful. And then I've got, so this I bought recently, I've not long come back from Goa, and again that sort of bohemian vibe. This was like £6 or something. I do love to find a bargain in a market, and I just love the colour. I love this vibrant pink, I love the style, and it's like that cheesecloth fabric, which I wish I could live in every day. The way I shop is I invest in classic pieces, so, and I think as I've got older I'm much more aware of what suits me and what my style is. So lots of stripes. It's sort of, for me it's like you don't have to think about, if you can't think, oh, what am I going to wear today? That's my go-to fail safe. It always works. There's various colours, so same top in red and pink, but they just work. They're both from J. Crew, and they work in the summer with, I've got like a pale pink skirt, which I wear the pale pink one with. J. Crew do a brilliant Breton. They've always done a really good Breton. J. Crew Arquette is the other place that I would suggest people go for stripes. Gorgeous, love this. Chinty and Parker, cashmere. I just love the sort of little quirky heart on the side. And then this is J. Crew. It's a bit out there, but I wear it again. I wear it in the day, sequins, and I wear it with like a boyfriend jean. I think everyone's got a stripy top possibly in their wardrobe, so I tend to look for things that are a little bit more unusual. So this has got like a sort of fluted bell sleeve, which is really lovely on, and then this one has got a little bit of embellishment, and then this is really cool. This is one shoulder, so slightly more dressy. I'd wear that with like a smart navy trouser and a heel. But again, I love the fact that it's one shoulder, and I love the little ruffles. I invest in knitwear. I do. That's kind of where my money goes, sort of winter wardrobe wise. But really, if I love something and it's, you know, £6, then I'm going to buy it. I'm not sort of I'm not all about kind of buying expensive. I like to mix up high street and designer. So I'm going to talk you through my knitwear. So I absolutely love colour. So this I tend to wear for travelling. It's got a matching bottom. I'm a big fan of a rainbow. And then the rest of the sweaters kind of tend to look a bit like a rainbow. Big fan of Bella Freud. A classic, absolute classic. I think I've had this one about 5 years. I've worn it and worn it and worn it and worn it and worn it. So I either wear it with dungarees or just a sort of slouchy black trouser and a trainer, that kind of thing. And then I recently invested in this Bella Freud, which is cashmere. So this is like my absolute all-time favourite ever jumper, and it's big and chunky. Oscar de la Renta. So it was, so to start off with, was insanely expensive, and it was still quite pricey, even though it was like 95% off. But I love it. I wear it. I get so much use out of it on a freezing cold day. Almost don't need a coat. That's been an amazing purchase. And then I have another chunky jumper, and this was an Anya March sweater. But that's I love the combination of the coral and the sort of turquoisey and a bit of pink and grey. So on this side of the wardrobe, it tends to be a little bit more casual. All my jeans, my dungarees, and a smattering of t-shirts and sweatshirts. And then this is pretty much all shoes. So I have a couple of go-to denim brands, and Donna Ida is one of them. And I really like Mother denim. I did question whether I was a bit old for rips, but my daughters told me that they were fine. So I do wear these a lot. I've got a Citizens of Humanity pair. Again, they're like the perfect boyfriend shape, the perfect colour, the perfect fit. I'd actually love them without the flowers on, but at the time when I bought them I was like, they're cool, but I still really love them. So I've got 4, I've got 6 pairs of dungarees, all different variations. I can't even remember when I discovered my love of dungarees. I'm hankering after a leather pair, but I've got skinny, I've got stripes, I've got off-white, I've got black skinny, and I've got grey. Even though you've got to wear something underneath, it's essentially one piece of clothing and you're dressed. But the chunky knits, I think I would put literally almost any of that under a pair of dungarees, and I think that's probably why I love them so much. Favourite pair are these. They are by Madewell, which is owned by J. Crew, actually. So these, the denim on these are amazing. So these are actually skinny dungarees. They're pretty versatile. So those are skinny pair, probably my favourite. So my absolute go-to footwear has got to be, I'm on my feet 95% of the day. I'm running around, I'm prepping, I'm pulling clothes, I'm going to fittings, I'm in a studio, I'm in a photographic studio or a big TV studio. I'm constantly on my feet, so heels are not really an option for me for the day. So I'm currently living in these Golden Goose trainers. You don't even have to do the laces up, literally slip in. Love the leopard print, love the blue metallic laces. They came knackered, looking like that. So I also wear these in the day. These are Isabel Marant, just super, look really cute with dresses. And again, really super comfy. The ones that I'm wearing, they did a collaboration with H&M, which is the best collaboration that I think H&M have ever done, but that's just because I'm a fan of Isabel Marant. These have been amazing. These are also a really good daytime, great with dresses, just kind of rocks them up a little bit. These are Isabel Marant. Now sadly these don't get worn very much. I think I just fell in love with the whole design of the boots. So I also have very original, when Vivienne Westwood did her pirate boots. And anyone that's a die-hard Vivienne Westwood fan will know, because these buckles are kind of slightly rounded and they have changed over the years. So these go, apparently people like bid and bid and bid a lot of money for these. So I'm not going to part with them. I just feel that they're just a really amazing, something to keep in my wardrobe. So these are my favourites. They don't get much wear, but they're just, oh my God, they're like, to me, they're like a work of art. That goes around the ankle. There's Chanel, a little pearl on the heel. So they come out on special occasions. And also these I wear a lot. So these were actually my wedding shoes, and I had them dyed. So they were white, they were off-white. They're going to fall there. And I sent them away with a piece of thread in this colour, and then they came back navy. Yeah, I wear them a lot actually. So that was I'm really pleased I did that. Just love a leopard shoes. They go from kind of different. I've got like a kitten heel, which is a Zara pair, which actually not very comfy. And then these are Gianvito Rossi, which are just a really great, look great with a boyfriend jean. They look great with a smart trouser. I've worn them under, like, I've got a jumpsuit. So those are really amazing. These I have worn and worn and worn. And there's lots of similar ones around at the moment. So these I actually bought in Debenhams, so Jasper Conran for Debenhams, but brilliant heel height, brilliant shape. They're sort of snug around the ankle, which is really important. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my favourite part of my wardrobe, which is my dresses. This is my Aladdin's cave. I love colour, obviously. I love interesting prints and in gorgeous fabrics. This is the Zimmermann dress. Love leopard print. I've only ever worn it with trainers in the day. It's super easy, really comfy. I think I go the entire summer in a dress. So I wore this the other day. This was the William Morris for H&M collection. So I've worn it a couple of ways. Navy velvet blazer on top and belted, because this is actually just quite oversized. I do like people to know that I have a waist. So that's definitely a winter one. So this is another, so because it's slightly darker, so this is Ulla Johnson, that really works. Again, that big cream chunky jumper, and then you've got this gorgeous skirt under it. I love a puff sleeve, V-neck, waist, cinched in waist, but that tends to be what suits me. So Lillian Lionel, if I could have designed this, I would just, yeah, this is just perfect for me. Again, silk, gorgeous fabric, hangs, and I feel very wafty when I wear it, which is just a lovely feeling. I feel like I'm just, in some beautiful location. So love that, love, love, love. It probably looks like I've invested a lot more in my summer wardrobe. So some of these dresses probably go back maybe 10, maybe 15 years. So I probably invest a little bit more in my winter pieces, whereas this has grown over years. I don't get rid of much. So if I'm getting very dressed up, this is my favourite. I mean, I just love this. Rixo, I just love the colour combination. I love the whole entire sleeve, sort of elasticated at the cuff, and then you get this gorgeous sort of billowing shape. It feels so light to wear. It's midi, it's got this lovely sort of split at the side. So that's just I'd say that's my favourite dress in here. This is another Rixo that is quite a recent purchase, but a couple of splits. So even though it's a high neck and it's long sleeve, and you might think, oh my God, it's fully sort of covered. When you walk, you've got this lovely kind of split either side. So it's still a bit sexy, but it's not an obvious, low cut, very tight. Which I wouldn't do anyway. So they just really consider women with their designs. Okay, so the other thing I'm really partial to, aside from dresses, is a jumpsuit or boiler suit. So there's a few, so this is my absolute favourite right now. It's from Bash, Paris. I love the fabric, it's lightweight. I've worn it with a boot and I've worn it with a Converse, and you can layer it up, jumper under it, polo neck, so that's really cool. And then a few denim ones. Again, it's more about comfort for me. It's one piece of clothing, put it on, pair of shoes, done, out the door. So there's a Zara and a Topshop ones, which are actually very similar, slightly different fit. And then one from Iro, which does It's not as comfortable, but it's really cool when it's on, and it's a different denim on the back. So that's it. Thanks for coming on a tour of my wardrobe.